Hey guys, welcome back to Broke Boy Custom. My name is Alex, and today we have a hodgepodge of stuff to do today. Now, because of the broke boy lifestyle that I live, all three of my cars are broken. The Miata is most reliable at this point. It does have some cooling issues that I want to sort out. The truck, I crashed, and I need to figure out what is broken. And the bike needs absolutely everything, but you know, it's the bike, so I forgive it. I went on eBay. Please sponsor me. I went on eBay and I ended up getting brand new master cylinders for the motorcycle. I want to see fluid pump out of those lines just to see if I need to replace these lines. But I got both of them for around $35 on eBay. They're supposed to fit like all the Honda models or all the cruiser models, whatever. We will see how these do. They are $35 for both, so I don't know how well they'll work. You know, they should be simple enough, but we'll see. If they don't fit well or whatever, we'll just go and get some Honda ones. The Honda ones are about $50 a piece, so that's why I went with this route. The truck, drivetrain-wise, is the more reliable vehicle, so I just need to get, you know, the front end all situated. Right now it has a donor wheel and tire, and I need to go to the junkyard, get a set of rims. I'm probably gonna get two just so I have a spare, and I'll probably get a set of 2 tires and just roll like that. From what I saw when I put that wheel on, nothing looked really bent, but I was on the side of the road, I was in a rush, so we'll see what's actually bent right now. So let's get to it, and hope you enjoy. Alright, so it looks here like nothing is really bent. If anything, this spindle right here looks a bit bent. You can see it's kicked out just a little bit right there where the tie rod is. It's kind of tilted to the side. Nothing looks cracked or severely bent. I bet I can get this realigned. Quick side note, this is why I buy cheap cars in Florida. Look at this frame. It's got surface rust on it, and that's it. Car this age, back when I was in Massachusetts, all these bolts would be rusted completely through. You would have no chance of taking them apart. My game plan right now, I'm going to pull the rear wheel off, put it in the front. I got a set of toe plates, and I will use those to align the truck and see if it drives alright. Alright, so we got the wheel straight. This wheel is very kicked out. This wheel is straight. So I am going to tow this in till it looks about right, and then I'll get the toe plates and get it right. Alright, so that took a few tries. It was hard because the truck's lowered and I have to jack it up and then do the adjustment, put it back down, set up the plates, all that. I got it within 1/4 of an inch. It is towed out just like an 1/8 of an inch. So I think that'll be fine for now. If I have time to later, I'll send it to an alignment shop. I do wonder the wheels though. Should I just go to the junkyard and just grab a random steel wheel and put a tire on it and call it a day, or should I just dish out for a good set of rims? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's got to be a 5x120, possibly Corvette rims if I can find them. There's plenty of Corvettes down here, so I might be able to snag a set. But let me know what you guys think. Let's go take this for a drive real quick, and if that's all set, we'll just start working on the Miata. This truck has definitely become my storage unit. Let's sit around. Let's see how she drives. Still pulling to the right quite a bit. Alright, a couple things is happening here right now. That wheel and that wheel are different sizes. So, because this has a lock differential, they can't spin at the same rate because they're different sizes. So, there's a lot of shuddering going on whenever I drive forward. That can be fixed if I get the right size tire in the rear axle, and that should be fine. One thing that is happening though, that is really concerning, as I'm driving, this wheel is just turning. Like, if I let go of the wheel, it just turns to the right, and that's no bueno. So we're gonna go move on to the Miata now, so let's see what I can do about that. Alright, so the Miata. The main problem I'm having with the Miata is cooling. So when I sit at a stoplight for an extended period of time, I start smelling coolant. And if I pull over, pick up the hood, I see that it's spilling out of the radiator cap. So it's boiling over. Usually that's a sign of like air in the system. Because I put the Flying Miata coolant reroute kit, there are a few problems that come with that, mainly bleeding. So I did replace the fan switch just because I thought it might have been a problem before. The Miata did have a tendency to get hot before while sitting at a stoplight. I did ground out that one wire coming out of the fan switch to grounds, and the fans do activate with the engine running. So I know that the fans work fine, and I know that the circuits are fine. My best guess is because the front plate was blocked and it still has like a cup to it where the temperature sensor sits, I think there's air in that part of the system. Because of that, the fan switch can't activate. I did check that the fan switch is getting proper grounds. That's not an issue. So I do believe that there's just an air pocket in that front part. So what I'm going to do is, there is still a bung that I can remove there. I'm going to either remove that or the fan switch itself, and I'm going to just use that as my filling port, keep adding coolant to it while also having the radiator cap open. I didn't start working on this car immediately because I did drive this car here, and with cooling you do want everything to get cold before you open anything up, because then you can get, hot, boiling coolant in your face. And I know how that feels. Don't ask me how I know. It's been a dance every time I drive this car. If I'm at a stoplight and I know that it's going to take a while, I know which stoplights in my route to work and back that take a while to change, and I'll turn off my car. Or if I think it's not too long, I'll blast my heat and hope that it doesn't start boiling over, because it's kind of embarrassing. It hasn't overheated yet, that's a good thing, so I think we'll be fine. So let's just try this and see what's the issue. All right, so for those of you who haven't noticed the brown sludge coming out of the radiator cap, yeah, that's usually not a good sign. Um, that usually means something's going on with the head gasket, which is weird because I put a brand new head gasket on from Mazda. So that only really leaves a bad head. Maybe there's a crack in it, maybe it's warped. At some point, maybe the engine got overheated before I owned it. Who knows? So it is not love and life. So it is leaking oil into the coolants, which is not good at all. I'm going to have to get the car home. It should make it. It's been giving me, it's been giving me some problems, but it's been fine. It hasn't overheated at all. It just does that weird bubbling thing and it spits out coolant out of the radiator. So I'm gonna take it home next weekend. I have a head back there. I'll order a head gasket and we'll swap them out. And that's pretty much my choice right now because I could get a machine, but I already have a head, so I might as well just try that one and see what happens. I'm sure I cleaned everything out the best of my ability, and I took my time and I torqued everything down, so I don't think it's anything that I did with the engine. So we're gonna go and do that next episode. Yeah, hate to leave this episode on a downer, but what can you do? I'll catch you guys later. Bye.